Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. Video game sales are falling off of a cliff. Not only the sales of video games themselves, but also hardware. I've got two stories for you, and this is a very telling sign of the times when people that love playing video games, and we saw a massive surge during the pandemic, now cannot afford to buy video games. And it's good information as you're gathering information about this economic collapse that we are already in, and it is going to start taking center stage all around the world, all around the media. But let's dive into this little piece. Now, the first story is entitled PlayStation Quietly Abandoning New Hardware After Rough Sales, says an insider. Now, this story comes from another YouTube channel, a friend of mine, Andrew from World Money Wins. He said that I should share this to get out the idea or let everybody know what's happening in the real economy. So it says here, in a somewhat unsurprising turn of events, it seems like Sony is set to abandon a fairly new piece of hardware after a rough sales period. Released in February last year, and despite only celebrating its 1-year anniversary, it seems like the PlayStation VR2 headset is reaching the end of its lifespan already. It says, despite being an impressive VR headset that boasts titles such as Resident Evil, Horizon Call of the Mountain, and Gran Turismo 7, Sony's post-release support has been non-existent for the hardware, and as a result, its sales have been rough over recent months. Now, according to a report by Android Central, with sources close to Sony, it claims the company will be making deep cuts to the VR development, and very few, if any, first-party titles will be released in the future. Now, this is a piece of hardware, right? And it's an external piece of hardware, something you'd have to spend more money on, throw it on your head, and do your thing. That's not exactly telling the full story. This next story shows you exactly what's happening. Now, again, this is going to be Europe-focused, but I want you to understand that Europe's economy is a basket case. And how does it affect the United States? Well, it's our main ally, right? When you think of Western economy, you think of the United States and Europe. Europe is collapsing right now, and that is going to reverberate into the United States. And so we're seeing all kinds of things happening. And we talked about the CMBS collapse of the AAA rated CMBS bond that in Europe, the first one to fail since the great financial crisis. And ironically, the property that failed in that CMBS security was in New York. So that's how closely tied our countries are, all right? So now let's dive over to this story. And this story is entitled, Europe Video Game Sales Drop Nearly 17% year over year in May. This story comes out of tipranks.com. And again, it is a sign of the times that people are trying any way they can to save money. So they are buying less of what they used to buy, buying less of things they would like to buy in order to buy things that they need. It says 11.6 million video games on PC and consoles were purchased across European markets last month, marking a nearly 17% year-over-year drop from the same 5-week period last year. Game industry business Christopher Dring reports, citing data from GSD, which tracks all digital game sales from most major publishers. The main reason for the year-over-year decline is the release of Nintendo's major hit. That's what they're saying. Of course, they're trying to put a little spin on it, and that's The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom in May of 2023. The author notes, according to GSD, the top-selling video game in Europe in May was Electronic Arts' EA Sports FC 24, followed by Take-Two's Grand Theft Auto. My whole point in bringing this story to you is when you start to see human beings pull back in their discretionary spending, you know there's a problem. Why? Because we work for a reason. We work to live, right? We work because we have to eat. We work because we have to live somewhere. But we also work to go and enjoy life, go on vacations, play video games, do whatever we want to do. You know, go outside and experience the outside, go hunting, go fishing. My point being is this: when you start to see people pull back in that spending, that's something they don't want to do. It's something they have to do. And that's the first sure-tell massive sign that we have a problem. It's what the word recession comes from in the first place, recessing. slowing our spending or halting our spending. And I believe it's going to be a lot worse than the great financial crisis. So I want to thank Andrew from World Money Wins sharing this video. Hope you guys have a great day. Let me know down below if type something down below that you used to spend money on that you don't now because of inflation. And this isn't just in America, this is worldwide. Hope you got something from this. The Economic Ninja is out.